Good evening, Professor. My name is Shashidhar Reddy Egoni. Today I am discussing about the productive analysis of card fraud detection problem statement. The misuse of credit cards through fraudulent activities is a growing concern, impacting both consumers and banking sectors. The cunning nature of fraudsters who constantly find a way around the standard safety precautions, such as the need for shift detection of suspicious transactions. In this venture, we're realizing the power of productive analysis to find turn a model that spotlights these activities using a dataset on credit card fraud detection. Our goal: swiftly pinpoint fraudulent activities, decreases mistake alerts, and bolster the responsibility of card transactions. Hypothesis: relationship between transaction amount and fraud likelihood and time-based patterns in fraudulent transactions. Also, future importance in detecting fraud. Methods used. We employed several methods and techniques to explore and address the problem logistic regression model. We implemented a logistic regression model using the amount future to predict the class fraud transaction, fraud or legitimate transaction. K-means clustering. We applied the k-means clustering algorithm to the time future to group transactions based on their timestamps. You try it out k equal to 2 clusters to identify decision trees classifier. We implemented a decision tree classifier and fit it to the data to determine the importance of each feature in detecting fraud. Results and conclusion. Hypothesis 1: relationship between a transaction amount and fraud likelihood. The logistic regression model using only transaction amount as a predictor performed poorly. Both the ROC pros and confusion matrix suggested that the model's performance was close to random guessing. Conclusion: transaction amount alone is not a relatable trendline indicator of fraud. Hypothesis: time-based patterns and fraudulent transactions. K-means clustering relevant to distinct clustering transaction times. There were differences in fraud rates between the clusters, but not significant enough to pinpoint specific high-risk time windows. Conclusion: Well, variations in fraud rates exist across different times intervals. No clear hotspots for fraud were identified based solely on transaction times. Hypothesis 3: future importance in detecting fraud. Future importance derived from a decision tree classifier indicated that V17 was the most significant predictor of fraud. And also V14 and V27 were also critical indicators, while V1 and V3 had same importance. Conclusion: certain features, including V1 and V3, play a role in fraud detection, but other features like V17 are more critical. Conclusion: hypothesis 3: future importance in detecting fraud. Transaction amount alone is insufficient. The analysis demonstrated that using transaction amount as the sale predictor is insufficient for accurate fraud detection. Additional features and more sophisticated modules are needed. Time-based patterns are complex. Well, there were variations in fraud rates across different time intervals. The analysis don't conclusively identify specific high-risk time windows. Time-based patterns in fraud are complex and may require future investigation. Future importance insights. The examination of future importance alleged that V17, V14, V27 are crucial features for fraud detection, emphasizing that importance of considering multiple features in fraud modules. Future enhancement needed to improve credit card fraud detection. It's essential to explore advanced technologies, address class imbalance, and consider a broader set of features beyond these explored in this analysis. Thank you, Professor.